Good morning, everyone. I am Ansar Sheikh from EEE Department, St. Peter's Engineering College. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about block diagram reduction techniques. Before going to that, what is a block diagram and how you are going to reduce that block diagram? What are the different rules are there in the block diagram? In this lecture, we are going to discuss. A block diagram is nothing but it is basically modeling of a simple or a complex system. Here, why we are going to reduce that block diagram? The block diagram consisting of multiple blocks connected together to represent a system to explain how it is functioning. That means there are 10 number of blocks are there. That means how you are going to reduce and how you are going to reduce that block diagram to a simple single block diagram which is consisting of a transfer function. What is the transfer function? All of you know that it is the ratio of Laplace transform of the output to the input when all initial conditions are 0. That means for example, if we are taking this simple block, then what we are going to get, C of s by R of s is equal to G of s. That is the simple block diagram. Simple, this is here only we are going having only one block which is having a G of s gain. Then how you are going to find out? This is a simple block, no need. Just we are taking an output by input. The input is R of s and the output is C of s. So we are going to calculate C of s by R of s. For example, you are having a complex system. This is for example, you are having a complex system like this. I need to convert this complete complex system into a single block by using a block diagram reduction technique. We cannot jumble or we cannot together that all blocks in our own wish. There we need having some rules will be there. According to that rules, you need to reduce this block. That rules we will discuss and then we will solve this block diagram into a single block diagram, single block. Now see here, what is the need for block diagram reduction? Already we know it is normally required to reduce multiple blocks into a single block, or for a convenient understanding it may sometimes require to arranging the blocks from its original order. We can reduce or we can rearrange, no problem. For the calculation of transfer function only we are going to reduce. Here first rule is that combining blocks which are in cascade or in parallel. In the first case, for example, you are having a G1 and G2 like that. That connection we call it as a cascade connection or series connection. If the two blocks are like that, then we need to multiply the two blocks like this G1 into G2. In the second case, that is a feed forward path. Here these two G1 and G2 are going to be in parallel, that will be going to be within a summation G1 plus G2. For example, in this particular point, if you are having a minus, then you need to take G1 minus G2. For example, both are minus, then you need to take minus G1 minus G2. Is it clear? I think it is clear. For G1 and G2, if both are in series, then you need to take G1 G2. If it is in parallel or if it is in subtraction, that means if it is in parallel with the positive sign, you need to add. If it is in parallel with negative sign, you can subtract. That is the case we are having. And next one is moving summing point behind a block. Now what is the output here we are getting? This is a positive and negative. What we are going to get finally, G we are getting. Here how you are going to moving the summing point behind the block means after the block. Behind means after. Here that summing point is before G. Here I want to convert that summing point after the block with an gain of minus G. We are going to the same signal, same positive and negative will be there. just you are going to add, here you are having an 1, you are going to add an g. Why you are going to add an g? What is our output here? Output will not going to be a change. The same output whatever you are going to that rearranging or if you are doing an changing, it will not going to be a change. That means here we are having an same g you are going to get. Next, moving a summing point ahead the block. Ahead the block means before the block. Here after the block it is there. Here you are going to get an before the block. In the behind the block you are going to multiply with an g. Here you are going to multiply with an 1 by g without changing the output. And next fourth one you are having an moving a pickup point behind the block. Here you are having an before the block, again you are having an after the block you need to take, that is an 1 by g, and similarly pick up point ahead the block. These four, the condition 2 3 4 5, in these four you can just remember one any one case. From that you can understand you can remember automatically the remaining cases. For example, if you are remembering summing point behind the block, if you are how moving a summing point behind the block, then what you are going to insert behind the block means g, ahead the block means 1 by g. For pickup point behind the block means reverse 1 by g. Pickup point ahead the block means g. Just you remember one thing, behind the block summing point behind the block g, after ahead the block 1 by g, moving point behind the block 1 by g, ahead the block g. Just remember one, then you opposite with an parallel you can opposite. Elimination of an feedback loop, you are having already, we know this thing, gh you are having feed forward path means you need to add or subtraction. Eliminating feedback path means you need to take an feedback path g divided by 1 plus or minus gh, or if h is equal to 1, then you are getting g divided by 1 plus g. Next, swapping with two adjacent summing points, we can rearrange the summing points from one point to another point. These are the main things we are going to discuss. If the two blocks are in series, you multiply. If the two blocks are in parallel, you can add. Moving summing point, we just remember one thing, summing point and ahead the block. Ahead the block means you need to add an g. Then behind the block it will get 1 by g. Pickup point ahead the block 1 by g. Pickup point behind the block, pickup point behind the block 1 by g. Pickup point ahead the block g. And eliminating feed the forward path and swapping. Now consider this example. Find the transfer function of the following diagram. Now what you need to rearrange, which values you have to take. For example, here you are having a takeoff point. Here at this particular point you are having a takeoff point. You need to shift the takeoff point. Here I am showing. Here at the point here you are having a takeoff point. Now what we are going to do, that takeoff point is before the block g3. Now you are going to take the takeoff point ahead the block ahead g2. The takeoff point is ahead to before the g2. No, after the g2 you need to take that g2 before 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 g2. Before g2 means what you need to do, you are going to before g2 means you need to multiply with the g2. Listen careful, concentrate, just very simple. This is the takeoff point. This takeoff point you need to, that actually the takeoff point is after g2, so you are going to take the takeoff point before g2. Before g2 means you need to multiply like that. Here that dotted line we are crossing, that means h1 g2. Now these here the pink color circle shows that feed forward path. G2 and G3 are in cascade connection, and after G2 and G3 cascade connection, that G4 is in an parallel, that means in a parallel path, so that you can add. Now see here, apply the rule that moving pickup or takeoff point ahead of a block eliminating loop 1. That loop I am considering an a 1 and simplify as G2 and G3 are in series cascade connection, so that you can multiply, and after that G4 is in parallel, so that you need to add G4 plus G2 plus G3. Now this block will becomes like this. That network will be going to be reduced like this. Now what is the next step we are having? Which point we are disturbing, we need to identify. Here B, again if we removing the point B, then this complete will becomes an one closed loop, so that we can simplify that thing. So that again what I am going to do is I am moving the pickup point B behind the block G4 plus G2 G3. What we are doing, that H1 G2 will be going to when I am going to get at that particular point C. If you are taking an behind the block, actually it is in before the block G4 plus G2 G3. If you are taking that point B after the block, means you need to multiply with 1 by 1 by G, so that you take that 1 by G4 plus G2 G3. Now this pink color block, again it will become an a closed loop feedback path, so that this is a negative feedback path, you need to multiply, and after that you eliminate that thing, G divided by 1 plus G of S into H of S. Now you are getting like this. Now all you are getting again G1 G1 and this complete block in cascade, so that you multiply, and then from point C to this summing point, again that is a feedback path, again you do the calculation, and finally whatever you are getting that thing into unity feedback path, that then finally you are getting an a y of s by u of s. Very simple problems you are having, that is an a one method. Again you are having an a one more problem. Here what you are going to do, the first thing, this is in an a for feedback G2 and H2 are in feedback, so that you are getting G2 1 plus G2 H2. This is an feedback path. Again here you are having an two summing points G1 H1. Now what you need to do, you pick up point A, you take that behind the block this G2 and 1 plus G2 H2. Then what will be happen, you are going to take that summing point after moving point A behind the block, you need to take, then what you are getting, you need to multiply with 1 by G. 1 by G means 1 plus GH2 into, like that you need to multiply. Behind the block means you need to multiply with 1 by G, then you are getting G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 divided by G2, and the remaining will be the same. Again you need to take, this is an feed for that means these H1 and this pink color will be in series, so that you can multiply. After that H3 and these two are in a feed forward path, these two are in series, so that you can add. Once if you are adding, this will be going to be an eliminated, so finally you are getting like this. Again this will be an closed loop, that means you need to find out the transfer function like this is one more problem. Here what we need to do, again this takeoff point you take before the takeoff point, you need to take after the takeoff, after G4 you need to take, so that you are getting an a by, like that you can solve any n number of problems, but the procedure and the rules will be, these are the rules, right? I hope you concentrate more on rules only. From this the two rules is one cascade and another is a parallel. Moving summing point behind the block means G, you need to multiply with an G. Ahead means you need to multiply with 1 by G. Pick up point behind means you need to multiply 1 by G. Ahead means again G, and eliminating feed forward path, right? Thank you.